and welcome to the channel. Today, I'll be showing you my 3-day trip through biking the North Bend Rail Trail. The North Bend Rail Trail is a 71-mile multi-use trail in West Virginia. It traverses through the Appalachian Mountains, connecting Parkersburg to Wolf Summit. The trail includes 10 tunnels, 36 bridges, and offers recreational experience for hikers, bikers, and anyone else that wants to visit. Our trip started at the eastern terminus in Wolf Summit. We chose to do this trail basically backwards, given the downward slope from east to west. Day 1, we traveled about 13 miles. We started later in the day, given the drive time to the trailhead. It took about an hour and a half, elevation gain of about 200 feet. The surface of the trail is primarily coarse gravel, with some sections that are paved through small towns. In the beginning, the trail was a little rugged, with some obvious holes from the utility work. Thankfully, the trail is very well maintained. We only had to get off the bikes a couple times to get around an obstacle. Day 1, we went through 2 tunnels. The first tunnel was Brandy Gap, and the second was Long Run, just before we ended the day. Some of the tunnels are abandoned. Either they demolished them entirely or rerouted the trail around them. I highly recommend bringing a headlamp or bike light, preferably brighter than mine. We reached our first paved section, entering the town of Salem. It lasted about the length of the town. Our 3-day stretch of time couldn't have been better when it comes to weather. Sunny, 70 degrees, awesome conditions. Just before the Long Run Tunnel, you can see what is left of a tunnel the trail was routed around. After the Long Run Tunnel, we arrived at the parking lot. We stayed at a cabin a couple miles east of where we stopped on the trail. The cabin had great amenities, perfect for a small group or family of about 2 or 3. The cabin did have heat, but did not have AC. However, with the windows open, it stayed comfortable through the night. I did bring what I consider my necessity kit. It has first aid equipment, fire starter, a pill bottle with cotton balls soaked in Vaseline and duct tape wrapped around the container. These fire logs are perfect for soggy conditions or in places you can't get firewood. When using the soaked cotton balls, make sure you stretch it out with little cotton fibers visible. The log will be perfect for tonight's dinner. The first night, we had steaks, brats, and a few sides. Day 2, we traveled 36 miles, starting from where we left off on day 1. We ended the day at North Bend State Park. One of the great parts about this trail is the convenience of going through small towns spaced out along the trail. Just short of 2 miles, we experienced our first catastrophe. My friend noticed that his front tire was flat. To make matters worse, when taking the tire off, we noticed that one of the nuts were seized. After a few attempts to get the tire off, we decided to use aerosolized Fix-A-Flat. I'm very impressed with how it held up. We got back on the trail in no time. In West Union, after talking with some construction workers, we were guided to a parts store. The workers at the store were generous enough to replace the nut and loan us tools to get the bad one off. In front of Central Station Tunnel, the longest tunnel on the trail, the front tire went flat again. Thankfully, we had a spare tube and were quickly back at it. In the town of Pennsboro, we stopped for lunch. We ate at P&H Family Pizza, just off the trail. Talking to locals in Pennsboro, we were told there was a bike shop in the next town. Sadly, the bike shop is no longer in business. My favorite bridge of the trail climbs over Route 16. It's pretty steep on both sides, and it's a little abnormal compared to the others. My favorite part of the trail is definitely the amount of tunnels. Not only that, but the variety of tunnels. From completely brick to exposed bare bedrock that it was dug out of. Past the Bonds Creek Tunnel, we turned left and rode a mile-long portal trail to the North Bend State Park. Our second night, we stayed at a state-owned and operated cabin in the park. After getting settled in, we headed to the lodge for dinner. Sadly, somewhere along the trail, the leaky tube that we replaced fell out of my friend's bike. Hoping for some peace of mind, we called a bike shop in the town of Cairo. Unfortunately, it's no longer open, and the previous owners now live there. After dinner, we played the 9-hole mini golf course just in front of the restaurant. Day 3, we got up pretty early and finished off the trip with a 29-mile leg. And just like that, we're at the end. Thanks for watching, and I hope you stick around for more adventures.